Alright, so this is my workshop. It's an 8x10 shed, so as you can see down here there's some stones and that. My dog is just there that we passed by, so I'm going to go into the shop now. Let's close the door behind us. That's kind of the typical thing. Alright, so in my shop, that's actually my iPad cover, which is what I use to video these things. So here we have my sharpening station. I built this jig so you can adjust the distances, so you can set your chisels or your, say, I don't know, turning chisels at certain angles, so that way you can sharpen them. And this one is actually like a belt sander sort of thing, but I only use it for sharpening because you can't really use it for sanding wood. So, but I get the real nice sharp edge on my chisels. There's all my chisels, kind of some screwdrivers and some hammers. Up here I have kind of like an organizer, because I like to keep things neat. It makes the working in the shop more enjoyable. My safety equipment, because you definitely need that. And when I'm in the shop, you should be the same. I never take them off. Literally, it's like habit when I walk into the shop now, just to put them on, because at the end of the day, they don't annoy you, they don't get in your way. So just put them on to keep safe. Up here I have my beeswaxes, my shellacs, my clear lacquers, clear gloss, oils, boiled linseed oil, and a lot more. So all those finishes I use in my projects. Down here is kind of some scrap kind of wood storage for bigger pieces, and that box there is actually where all my turning chisels are in. This thing here is actually a thing I built a few years ago, which is very crude, but basically I can just put my iPod into that little slot, and it suits most needs. But I'm probably going to end up building a better one. Just some levels, saws, dustpan, because I don't actually have a shop vac, so I have to sweep everything. There's my clamps, and there's some other clamps. I don't actually have many clamps. Down here we have this stand / outfeed table thing I made. Basically, these legs screw in from the bottom, and this is hinged at the back. So if I ever need to take it down, I just unscrew the legs and the thing drops down. The piece of wood underneath here to put it level, because when the legs aren't perfectly level, if you get me. Here's like a sort of little stool I made with my extension cord, because I don't have power running out here. Some scrap wood in that bin there, and there's my charger. Here is my homemade table saw, which I will be doing a video on, and as you can see, it's pretty nice, and it's probably the most functional homemade table saw on YouTube. And there's my it's a circular saw you see mounted underneath, and it's on a Black & Decker workstation or workman or whatever you call them. I have a fence that moves and stays parallel to the blade. Behind there I have a load of wood storage for different woods and that. There's my old router table fence if you're looking, because this is actually a router table there. I'm not going to move the fence now because it's on the other side, but there is my router table as well, because you can see my router is there. So it saves a lot of space because it's multifunctional. Down here we have my bin, some wood from some trees I cut down. We have like my jig saws, and they don't usually go there, but it's because I was doing something with them at the moment. There's a thing that my jig saws actually mount on, the white thing right there, that I used to use before I made the table saw, which wasn't the safest. I have my Craig, my drill, another router, power planer, and crosscut sled. Here I have some drill bits, try to keep my sandpaper organised even though it doesn't look it. Rasps. There's my record power lathe, which is an absolutely great lathe, which I love. And if you turn this, you can actually swivel the head out, so I can actually turn a bowl if I put on the edge of the workbench that's actually like, I don't know, about 64 inches in diameter or something. Then here I have toolboxes to keep things organised, a little sugar bowl I make, because I have to have a kettle with some tea out here, you know, because it gets cold and I like my tea. Some planes, WD-40 glue, oil, some saws, chisels, coping saw, my granddad's old saw, a cross, a joints thing I did in school, and my drill. So in the shop I'll be doing both hand tools and power tools, as you can see, because I have both. But I was quite lucky because my granddad was a carpenter, so a lot of the hand tools, like as you see there, were his, and when he died they got given to me. And also my dad is quite a good DIYs man, so things like the power plane or the drills were already there. So the only things, and the circular saw, so the only things I ever got when I came to this shed were the Craig, the 2 routers, and the lathe, and this. So I did build up the shed a lot, but I had somewhere to start, which was great. And I'm sure a lot of your parents, or if you're an older man, I'm sure you probably do DIY yourself, so I'm sure you'd probably have some of these things. So be encouraged to go out to the shop and do some woodworking. Thanks for watching. Please comment, rate and subscribe. Goodbye.